It's last call at the bar where everyone knows your name, so cheers, everybody. It's on Entertainment Tonight.
The sad aftermath of the Walker spy case. The story at 11.
Oh, Chip, I see big things in your future.
The big thing in Elvira's future goes bust.
When they count noses on the Seinfeld show, they're seeing double.
I'm Kramer. I'm Kramer. Whoa, I'm Kramer.
At Cheers, it's Thanks for the Memories.
This is the same stage that Cheers was shot on, and we just threw him right out of here.
Entertainment Tonight has one for the road on this Thursday, the 20th day of May, 1993. Everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Mary Hart once again in New York City. Hi, John.
Hi, Mary. I'm John Tesh here in Los Angeles. And, of course, tonight is the night. Sam and Norm, Carla and Cliff, Frasier, Rebecca and Woody will fade into the television sunset. It's been 11 seasons of fun. Maybe it was because this was Cheers' last season, but what didn't make it onto the air was often as funny as what did.
Mr. and Mrs. Wally Boyd. Woody.
Because I know you, Sam Malone.
But do you know the next line?
We need to do something that'll bring young women in here, young single women, young, beautiful, single, large-breasted. Can I answer?
With a cast that's worked together as long as this one has, half the fun seemed to be in making each other foul up.
He's got to treat me with the respect I deserve. You make me nervous, Jimmy.
Okay. You should probably think about the ashamed part.
Come on, man.
Okay. Hey, you nervous?
Nope. Steady as a rock. Yeah, the way.
Movie actor.
All right, hey, you know, these bozos don't know that the camera's down, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. So, they don't know that this is broken.
What are your lines? What are your lines? It's my wife. I'll get rid of her. Woody, cover me. Here.
You covered me? Is that it?
It was funny.
In playing to a live audience, anything could happen. Watch the unexpected reaction Woody gets when he enters this scene.
Woody, what are you doing back here? What? You guys haven't seen him for 3 months either?
Hi, guys.
And there's nothing like having to use a prop, in this case a telephone, to help an actor blow his lines.
He's not here. Okay. Now the band I'm looking for has got to be able to.
Hey, what? Back it up.
Now the band I'm looking for is going to have to be able to do all the old Irish standards. Well, whichever way.
But despite all the glitches, when it came right down to it, this was one cast who believed in remaining close right to the end. Tonight's final episode will run an hour and 38 minutes, over 3 times normal length, and it will be preceded by a half-hour NBC special with clips and highlights from episodes down through the years. Mary?
As the sun sets on Cheers, the sun also rises on new shows starring its cast members. The old gang is splitting up, but you're going to be able to see most of them again very soon all over the place.
Hey there, I'm Hal Jackson. Welcome to the best selection, the finest built cars and trucks this side of Detroit.
Don't touch me.
Ted Danson steps out from behind the bar and onto the big screen. He stars with Whoopi Goldberg in Made in America, due out later this month. In the comedy, Danson's daughter gets the shock of her life when she finds out about her long-lost dad.
You're white.
Kirstie Alley has also found life after Cheers. She's been hard at work on the third Look Who's Talking film with John Travolta. You can look for that comedy this winter.
Oh, look, it's beautiful. Oh, James, we can't afford this.
And after 11 years of being perched on a bar stool, George Wendt has headed to New York, where he's now starring in an off-Broadway musical comedy called Wild Men.
And I'm so glad you have a friend who's my father.
The play, which is a spoof of the men's movement, is his New York stage debut.
It's 5 men making complete asses of themselves. None of us can sing or dance, but we try, and that's part of the fun. Ah, Dad, welcome to your new home.
But in a way, Cheers will live on with a spin-off of the popular Dr. Frasier Crane character played by Kelsey Grammer. This time, everyone's favorite psychiatrist has become a radio shrink.
My social life consisted of hanging around a bar night after night.
We have an exclusive look at the new show, which is filmed at a place Kelsey is more than familiar with.
I'd like to show you around my new digs. This is Frasier's new apartment. This is approximately where the Cheers bar used to be. Norm used to sit over here. For those of you who don't know, this is the same stage that Cheers was shot on. And we just threw him right out of here. This is the radio station. Very exciting. We've got all the kind of, necessary equipment around to make it look like, a phony set. And this is where Frasier sits and takes his calls and doles out his advice.
Grammer says he's excited about the show, but admits that being the star is a big responsibility.
It's a bigger obligation, and it's also very exciting. And everything I've done beforehand basically was, cultivating this kind of a moment, and I feel very good about being at the helm instead of just one of the crew members.
Kelsey Grammer's new show will debut on NBC this fall. And we haven't forgotten about Rhea Perlman. Like other Cheers stars, she could have gone on to new projects as well, but she's decided to take time off to be with her children and her husband, actor Danny DeVito.
The cast of Cheers will watch tonight's finale at the Bull and Finch Bar in Boston, the saloon that the series was patterned after. Big question to be answered: how many millions will be watching elsewhere? Here's the lowdown. To become #1, the final episode of Cheers will have to knock off the final episode of MASH, the show with the highest rating for a TV series. 60% of the country tuned into the last days of the 4077, over 121 million people. It may be hard for Cheers to top those numbers since fewer people are watching network TV these days. A typical episode of Cheers attracts 24 million viewers.
Whitney Houston is the cover story for the June issue of Rolling Stone. In her candid interview, the pop diva talks about music, men, and the rumors surrounding an alleged lesbian relationship with her longtime friend and assistant, Robin Crawford. The lowdown is Houston flatly denies it, saying her husband, Bobby Brown, would never hear of it. Quote, "He's all boy and he ain't going for it."
It's opening
Let's rub noses like the Eskimos.
It's a behind-the-scenes look at Seinfeld coming up later.
You know how later in the morning you can start to run out of steam? Well, I've actually found a breakfast that helps keep me going. Breakfast with grape nuts. I heard try it for a week, so I did. And I feel so good. Turns out grape nuts is a fat-free, natural energy source. And it has a natural, crunchy taste. But really, you've got to try it for a week yourself. See how good you feel all morning.
Breakfast with Post Grape Nut cereal helps keep you going strong all morning long.
Next on ET, is Elvira too hot for primetime television? Find out why some people think she is.
Chicken cordon bleu, chicken royale, chicken casserole. I've been doing a little research, and I can't seem to find any recipes for chicken bones, which is why I breed my chickens to have more meat and less bones than other chickens. These two chickens weigh the same, but theirs has more bone, while mine has more tender, delicious breast meat. And there's lots of recipes for that. Don't buy chicken by the pound, buy it by the name.
And now, a viewer quiz. Question 1. How can you get an extra value meal at McDonald's for just $2.99? A, your brother works there. B, arm wrestle for it. C, you actually have $2.99. Correct. Now you can get a medium Coke and large fries with either a Big Mac, a quarter pounder with cheese, a McChicken sandwich, or 2 cheeseburgers for just $2.99. Question 2. Why are we offering this low price every day? A, we're in a really good mood. B,
what you want is what you get.
Correct.
At McDonald's today.